Hello everybody and welcome to another Diana Ankudinova reaction video on Peace Beats with Dan Blackwell. I'm excited to get into this one. This is another music video from Diana called Oh Don't Cry. This was recommended to me to watch by Constantine, who is the man when it comes to Diana Ankudinova, apparently part of responsible for a lot of the translations and everything, and just sort of, full of information all about Diana Ankudinova. He kindly commented on the last video I did of Diana's and recommended a couple of music videos for me to check out. So this is the first one I'm going to get into, and this is called Oh Don't Cry. Let's get it and see what's going on.
Не плачь ты, Ива, скажи, за что ранима. Ты стоишь вдали от родника, глоток не найдя родимый. Ой, не плачь ты, Ива, скажи, за что ранима. Ты стоишь вдали от родника, глоток не найдя родимый. Ой, не плачь ты, Ива, скажи, за что ранима. Ты стоишь вдали от родника, глоток не найдя родимый. Ой, не плачь ты, Ива, скажи, за что ранима. Ты стоишь вдали от родника, глоток не найдя родимый.
Oh, wow. It's really interesting to me to listen to Diana's produced music because I've heard her live performances and I think I've only heard one of her music videos so far, and it's really interesting to get into the production of it because from a production standpoint, when you have a voice like Diana's, there's so much room for experimentation of how can you make that voice sound, what can you do with it, and the way it's been layered up and harmonized here. She's recorded multiple layers of her voice and they've put some interesting effects on it that sort of don't take away from the raw power of her voice, but they complement it and kind of complement the melodic style of this. There's like tiny bits of sort of I don't know if auto-tune is exactly what it is. It's more of like a sort of melody like pitch shifter in certain places, just to give it that kind of sound, the kind of electronica kind of sound a little bit, which blends really nice with the production and instrumentation of the rest of the instrumental. It's all very like low register music, heavy bass, nice beat, again somewhat reminiscent of artists like Frou Frou, where it's this kind of experimental trip-hoppy kind of pop dance kind of music, which I think is a perfect genre for Diana's voice. It fits so well.
Жизни новый поворот, а за ним что-то грядет. В грудной клетке расцветет новое сердце. Безмятежность и обман, все доверилось словам. Легком мыслям на душе. Мне помнится, шла босиком, лето немедленно пропала без следа. И уходит караван воспоминаний. Мне помнится, шла босиком, лето уходит, будто и не было меня и той ивы у пруда.
I really love the flow of Diana's voice in this. There's almost an element of hip hop in there and an element of rap in the delivery. She's not rapping, of course, she's singing, but it's very rhythmical, and it really, her voice is kind of locking in with the beat very nicely, and there's this kind of sense of everything flowing and doing this musically, if that makes sense. It's everything sort of just kind of intertwining, coming together really nicely. And we also have these kind of high synths going on, and the music is really wrapping around her voice. And I love the lyrics as well, like inside your ribcage a new heart, like it's such interesting poetry, and I'm always fascinated to listen to lyrics and wordplay in another language because it's always so different from how you would put words together in English. So to get the translation, it's very curious, it's very intriguing and it's very engaging and very different to what one is used to when you've been listening to a lot of Western music. Do you know what I mean with that? Like, it's all the lyrics I kind of hear from Diana with her original stuff, it's all so like it's very like fantasy and enchanting and kind of mysterious, you know? But very, very interesting use of words, I think.
Воспоминания мне помнится, шла босиком, лето уходит, будто и не было меня, и той ивы у пруда. Ой, не плачь ты, ива, скажи, за что ранима, ты стоишь вдали от родника, глоток и не найдя родимый. Ой, не плачь ты, ива, скажи, за что ранима, ты стоишь вдали от родника, глоток и не найдя родимый.
That chorus, it's got such a great hook to it. And I don't know about you, but I'm really detecting some very kind of Middle Eastern influence vocally in the kind of melodic and little sort of vibrato trills in her voice that she puts in. There's a slightly kind of Arabic influence in what she's putting together there. And I think it's always interesting for vocalists like Diana and artists like Dimash, how they will kind of take influence from all over the world and bring it into their vocal style and make it their own and do something unique with it. But it's so great to be open to take in any influence and bring that into your own vocal style, isn't it? It sounds really, really beautiful. And anything Diana sings is just unmistakably her. It's very recognizable voice, very unique.
Капельки капают на плечи, кажется, мы забили навстречу. Важно внимание встречных, меченых, метка на стволе небольшой увечье. Капельки капают на плечи, кажется, мы забили навстречу. Важно внимание встречных, меченых, метка на стволе небольшой увечье. Мне зажила баси. Пропала без следа, эта ива у пруда. Ой, не плачь ты, ива, скажи, за что ранима, ты стоишь вдали от родника, глоток и не найдя родимый. Ой, не плачь ты, ива, скажи, за что ранима, ты стоишь вдали от родника, глоток и не найдя родимый. Ой, не плачь
Wow. Okay, so I've got to say I absolutely loved this song. I really loved that little cello part that came in. I feel that certain singers, there are different instruments that really go beautifully with their voice, you know, and I really feel that Diana Ankudinova and a cello are best friends musically, you know. With her voice accompanied by cello, it just really complements her because she almost is a bit of a vocal cello in her way. She has that depth, that richness, but she can also go high and move around. It's such a versatile instrument, and I just feel like they complement each other so well. And I love how at the end with the production, it was kind of taking all these aspects of her voice, then messing around with the EQ and the effects, and just kind of almost like a DJ cut-up style, like scratch style DJing, has just kind of broken it up and glitched it and messed around with it. That must be so much fun as a producer working with Diana, to be like, okay, sing this melody, and then we're going to cut it up and mess with it and sit down together and work out what we can do here, and little backing melodies and things like that, and then overlap them. And you know, it's just it's got to be a very, very creative experience to work with Diana in a studio like that. And I would love to know more about kind of Diana's songwriting process. Where does she start? Does she sort of start with lyrics first and then come up with a melody? Does she do it a cappella, or does she kind of work on an instrumental and then write to that? Everybody has a very different process, and I'm always intrigued to know what that is. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing more Diana Ankudinova music videos, hearing more of her produced work as well, and I'm always down to hear more live Diana as well. So let me know in the comments, what would you like me to check out next? And if you enjoy my reaction videos, please do hit the subscribe button. And if you want to join my Patreon, it's only $1 a month and you will get access to all the videos, even the ones that have been taken down off YouTube. Many more videos available on the Patreon for only $1 a month. And if you'd like to make a request, I also have a Buy Me a Coffee. As always, everybody, take care. Peace and love.